Hello, welcome to Jadekine Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I will be unboxing another of the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Commander decks for the Fallout series. This one, Hail Kaiser, from, of course, I suppose, New Vegas. So, here we have Kaiser, Legions, Emperor, red, white, and black. War never changes. And looks like also have Mr. House, President and CEO, as a possible commander in there as well. Probably just the two from what the other Fallout decks have been like. But yeah, let's get this torn open. There we go. Difficult to break into these. And if we take this stuff all out here, we have within the packaging punch outs for like good card dividers. And then some tokens, +1/+1, and other symbols for use of keeping track of things in the game. And we have a deck box to store everything in. Just kind of folds up together. It's the colors, Fallout logo, Planeswalker symbol, colors, Kaiser. And we get our little insert, strategy insert, idea on playing the deck, overview of the commander rules, information on the two options yet we have for the commander, and then color info. Little packet here has Kaiser here on the 40 down to 21 side of the dial. Of course, then you'd flip it over, get 20, and can work your way down until you lose. We have a little collector booster sample pack just to give us a couple cards with usually like borderless. So we have the token here, and then we have Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet, and Inexorable Tide, enchantment. So, a couple borderless cards here. And now we can move our way onto the actual deck. There's a ton of cards. But we would, of course, begin with Kaiser, Legions, Emperor. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, choose two. Create two 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. So that helps make it where you always have things to sacrifice if you make those. You draw a card and you lose a life, or Kaiser, Legions, Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent. Then Mr. House, President and CEO. Of course, also from New Vegas. Whenever you roll a 4 or higher, create a 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. If you rolled 6 or higher, instead create that token and a treasure token. Pay 4 tap, roll a 6-sided die, plus an additional 6-sided die for each mana from treasures spent to activate this ability. So this happens even if something else lets you roll, but this is how you can activate it. Okay. Gary clone. Butch, Deloria, Tunnel Snake. So that's Fallout 3. Menace. Tunnel Snakes rule. Whenever Butch, Deloria, Tunnel Snake attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each other rogue and or snake you control. You can make others rogues with menace counters. Ruthless Rad Rat. Craig Boone, Novak Guard. Novak is generally as far as I actually got playing myself in New Vegas. But it was fun. Legate Lanius, Kaiser's Ace. White Glove Gourmand. Charisma Bobblehead. Luck Bobblehead. Survivor's Medkit. Impassioned Orator. Intangible Virtue. Elder Arthur Maxon. Bastion of Remembrance. Deadly Dispute. Morbid Opportunist. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Pitiless Plunderer. Whenever another creature you control dies, create a treasure token. General's Enforcer. Heroic Reinforcements. Oh. Wear and Tear. An Arcane Signet. Of course, we have here Skull Clamp, but it's the Mechanists. Soul Ring. Why not? It is Commander. Talisman of Conviction. Talisman of Hierarchy. Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor. Talisman of Indulgence. Ash Barrens. Command Tower. Evolving Wilds. Memorial to Glory. Aradish, the Founder. Battle of Hoover Dam. Feels like could have been a name for a card made as like a saga. Overseer of Vault 76. Securitron Squadron. Those are fun. Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan. Vault 75, Middle School. Yes Man, Personal Securitron. Vats. Wasteland Raider. Mysterious Stranger. Human Rogue. When Mysterious Stranger enters the battlefield, she has Flash, so coming in our. For each graveyard with an instant or sorcery card in it, exile target instant or sorcery card from that graveyard. If 2 or more cards are exiled that way, choose one of them at random and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Wild, okay. Powder Ganger. Rose, Cutthroat Raider. Thrill Kill Disciple. Wild Wasteland. It was an ability you could have in New Vegas to make things more absurd, like maybe was in some of the older games. Boomer Scrapper, Colonel Autumn, Desdemona, Freedom's Edge, Elder Arthur Maxon, which ones like this are the ones I'm like, it is actually a shame that Arthur Maxon can't be a commander. Kellogg, Dangerous Mind. Yeah, definitely getting some Fallout 4 characters in here as well. McCready, Lamplight Mayor. So we got the baby version. But yeah, that's young McCready. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, it gains Skulk until end of turn. It can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Whenever a creature with 4 or greater attacks you, its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. The Nipton Lottery. Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty. Vault 11. Voter's Dilemma. Ed E. Lonesome Eyebot. I like the Eyebots. Desolate Mire. Diamond City. Diamond City enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. If it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. Tap 1 to add a colorless, or tap move a shield counter from Diamond City onto target creature. Activate only if 2 or more creatures entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Captain of the Watch. Entrapment Maneuver. Hour of Reckoning. Keeper of the Accord. Marshal's Anthem. Marshal Coup. Secure the Wastes. Black Market. Lethal Scheme. Stolen Strategy. Anguished Unmaking. Assemble the Legion. Fervent Charge. Ruinous Ultimatum is expensive. Is good. Canyon Slough. Cliff Top Retreat. Dragon Skull Summit. Isolated Chapel. Shadowblood Ridge. We have Smoldering Marsh. Temple of Malice. Temple of Silence. Temple of Triumph. Windbrisk Heights. Hideaway? What's Hideaway? When this land enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. And pay 1 and tap. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if you attacked with 3 or more creatures this turn. Okay. Myriad Landscape. Nomad Outpost. Path of Ancestry. Tainted Field. Tainted Peak. Terramorphic Expanse. And then we get Plains. I feel like this is more normal lands than most of the decks contain. Swamp. Mountain. We get our not really a card, too thick to be a card version of the one of the commanders. Then we get Robot. So Securitron. Treasure. A copy. It can also be a treasure. Robot. Junk. Another copy token. It's junk. Another copy token. It's a human soldier. Or just a soldier. They could also be a human soldier. Soldier on the back of treasure. Soldier with haste. On the back of food. A warrior. Bag of food, another warrior or soldier. Learn to play Magic. Discover the coolest cards on your turn and the popular Magic formats. So yeah, I guess a lot of the identity of the deck is some of the older games. You know, the Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Because I guess, and obviously lands in such a side, because the lands they just kind of use based on what's available in this set and matches the colors. But like even some of the ones like Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan. Well, the card here may be her in Fallout 4. She also was in a previous one of the older games. Arthur Maxson. Yeah, I mean, he's very important to Fallout 4, but he comes from an older game. McCready is him from an older game. So I think the idea is that the theme behind it is the older games. But yeah, Kaiser's Legion, or Hail Kaiser. I will link where you can pick it up online down below. And it's yet another of the Fallout Commander decks. While I have at this point finally played some Commander, I have not yet played with any of the Fallout decks, but I've figured out that building Commander decks seems really difficult, having played one game, and I'm like, it's not seem like an easy format to build for. So just having more decks in the collection, putting them up on the shelf as options for whenever I can get friends to play Commander again, works pretty well. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.